welcome to this channel, Yoga for Bliss with Loriana. Basically, this channel is all about yoga for real people. Yoga is very misunderstood, and I'm here to tell you that yoga is for everyone. You do not have to be a gymnast. You do not have to be a contortionist to do yoga. You do not have to chant Om Shanti all day long. You don't have to do mantras. You don't have to change your religion. You don't even have to be flexible to do yoga. Flexibility becomes a byproduct of doing yoga. And it's not just flexible in the body, but flexibility in the mind. So, come and hang out with me and let's do a few yoga poses together. And you'll see what it's all about and how yoga is truly for everyone. So first come on to your knees and we're going to come into a tabletop pose. Your knees should be directly underneath your hips and your palms are spread out directly underneath your shoulders. You can have your toes down or your feet could be flat. And this is traditionally called cat-cow pose. I renamed this pose because I live on Long Island and I do a lot of classes outdoors in front of the Great South Bay. And this pose makes me think of a wave in an ocean or a bay or a lake. So what we do is we inhale as we arch our spine and also pull your shoulders back. And exhale as you round your spine. And this is why it was called the cat pose, because you round your spine really, really high, like that black cat on Halloween. Round it, round it, round it. Tuck your chin in. And then you gently arch. And I guess this is the cow. Okay, so that's the traditional. I like to visualize a wave. And gently exhale as you round the spine. And gently inhale as you arch. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And eventually, you will get into a rhythm with your breath and the movement. Inhaling on the arch. Exhaling as you round. And I think it's so nice to visualize a wave in one of your favorite bodies of water. The way the big ocean gently pushes that wave ever so gently and softly. And while you're inhaling on the arch and exhaling as you round, embrace that body of water and imagine you are that water. And breathe through your spine and become the elements of water. Water is strong. That wave in that ocean or bay is strong. And it's also very soft. So breathe into this. Having a flexible spine is the fountain of youth and it keeps us healthy. Breathe into it at your own pace. You can have a very long inhale and a long exhale. Or you can go a little shorter and faster with the movements. There's really no right or wrong. There is correct alignment, but the more you get used to it, your body will feel the alignment. Just lubricate the body with your breath, with your movement. Enjoy the breath and movement. This becomes a meditation. Take one more and we'll meet in the center. And meet in tabletop. And then come back to child's pose. So from here, you'll reach your sit bones all the way back. And you start to reach your arms back. It may take time for your sit bones to touch the heels, but you'll reach back as far as you can. And you'll reach forward with your hands. And eventually the sit bones will touch. And if you're reaching and reaching and reaching, and if your forehead touches the mat, then you can touch your forehead to the mat. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. That's not the goal. The goal is just to stretch the spine. Wherever you are, whatever you look like, if you're reaching for this pose, then you're doing great. And just breathe into it. Look in between the hands. And from here, we're going to come into a first down dog. So you're going to come onto your toes. You're going to reach your shoulders back. So kind of like we did with child's pose. We're going to reach back, but now we're on our toes. Reach back, reach your shoulders back. Reach your tailbone to the sky. So everything reaches back. We reach our heels back. We reach our shoulders back. Lift the toes, lift the fingertips. Everything reaches back. Compress the fingertips back down and the toes back down. Reaching your heels back, reaching your shoulders back. Reaching your tailbone to the sky. Breathing into it. So inhale and exhale. See if you can close your mouth and inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. See if you can count to 8 on the inhale, 8 on the exhale. You can pedal your knees, pedal your feet out. Reach, reach, reach. Look in between your hands and walk your feet to your hands. So walk up as far as you can until you need to stand. And then you can meet at the top of the mat and we'll all take a forward fold. You can bend your knees in this forward fold and maybe grab your elbows. And wherever you are in the forward fold, you're in the right spot for you. If your forward fold is here and you're breathing and stretching, that's great. If it's here, if it's here, if your head is all the way on the floor, wherever you are. If one person is touching their head to the floor and another person has only a small bend, it doesn't mean that one person is more enlightened than the other. And slowly come up to stand. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And we're just going to do one more pose for today. Step your legs out a little more than hip distance. Turn the left foot so the heel of the left foot is inside the arch of the right foot. Hands on the hips. Arms straight out like arrows from the heart. Going to prepare for triangle pose. This is a classic pose in yoga. It is strong and there's so many benefits to it. Reach, reach, reach to the left. Bring the left hand inside the left leg and the right hand up. This pose balances the entire body, mind, body, spirit, right brain, left brain. Look up to the right hand. If it's uncomfortable on your neck, look down. Imagine that you're standing in between two panes of glass. So you want to be very straight. A lot of people will stick their butt out and bend down and touch the floor, and it's kind of easy to hang out like that, and that's not the pose. We want to be very much in alignment. So reach, imagine that you're standing against the wall, imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. So if you just come down a tiny bit, that's okay. And then you just keep reaching, reaching, reaching. And you want to try not to stick your butt out, because then you would knock down that imaginary glass. So this is for the alignment. And then bring the right hand, slide it down the right leg, and the left arm up. So this is peaceful triangle. Peaceful, peaceful, proud triangle. And come back to the center. Straighten the left foot. Turn the right foot out. That right heel is in line with the left arch. Hands on the hips. Arms straight out like arrows from the heart. Look to the right. Reach, reach, reach to the right. So, the center of the body is like mountain pose. So we're always grounding our feet into the earth. We're always raising our crown to the sky. So even if you're right here in the pose, you are doing terrific. And then bring the back of the right hand inside the right leg and the left hand up. And the idea, so you should feel a big stretch down the left side of your body. And imagine like that you're standing either leaning against a wall or in between two panes of glass. And then you keep reaching and reaching. It's about the journey, it's about the focus, it's about balancing the body and moving meditation by holding the pose and breathing through it. So just take some yoga breaths here. Imagine the air flowing all throughout the body, like when you open the windows to clean the house. Imagine that your inhalations and exhalations cleansing the body. And then bring the right hand up and slide the left hand down the left leg. Gaze at the right hand. If it bothers your neck, you could look down. Come back to the center. And bring the feet in. And let's come to sit down on the mat. And that was our 3 everyday yoga poses for today. And if they seem like they were out of reach for you, hang in there. I'll be showing you lots of different yoga for real life. And the first pose, like even where I'm sitting right now, you could sit on a chair. So a little tip is you can sit on a chair, you can hold on to a chair. Maybe you can do the first pose and work your way up to down dog. And by the way, child's pose, which was the second pose we did, is a modification for down dog. So that's some yoga poses for every day. Thank you. The light in me honors the light in you all. Namaste.